Hi, this is Just Plain Phillip, and this is the afternoon show for Tuesday, August the 16th, 2011. Today's shout-out goes to Campfire Talk. He's a regular guy, and he runs a family-friendly channel. He does backpacking, fishing, shooting, gear talk, and emergency preparedness videos. He's got a great channel. He's got a lot of good videos. He's got this video on 5 things every prepper should have. He's got a mini fishing kit video, one about his Roadside Emergency Kit, and he's got a really cool chuck box he shows off in one of his videos. So go check him out. Go subscribe to him if you like camping videos, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Today's news: Rick Perry backed an already climate-crusading Al Gore in 1988. See, when Al Gore ran in '88, one of his big points was pushing this global warming idea that's been used to capture land and just regulate without legislation. And it's a big deal. And also, Texas Governor Rick Perry attends Bilderberg in Istanbul, Turkey in 2007. The link to the video is down below. He attended the Bilderberg conference, which makes him really just a puppet of the elites. It's the Bilderbergs. If you don't know anything about them, look them up. It's a conference where the richest men in the world get together, and they pretty much discuss, what's going to go on in the world. So go check out the links and do your own research on this guy. I don't like him. He seems like he's probably a puppet of the world government, and I'm not going to vote for him. I don't think anybody should. But watch him, because he's probably going to be the one that takes the nomination. He's going to be the one that's pushed by the media. Former UK newspaper editor says top execs knew of hacking. There's been this scandal brewing over there in the United Kingdom. They've had some parliamentary meetings about it, some inquiries, and apparently the problem goes right to the top, according to some allegations out there. But even more surprisingly, you might not know, the Communications Assistance for Law Enforcement Act makes it so that the government can watch our communications in real time. All devices that record and have microphones are all required to be able to hack it, or to fit into the system. Every telecommunications company, they're required to install government software and government hardware so that they can watch communications in real time. So go check out the links down below. It's bad enough that a newspaper does it, but the government does it and really doesn't tell people that they're doing it. And you should know, and you should, I guess, watch what you say. I mean, you certainly don't want to fall afoul of the officials, or official servants. They should be. The leaders of France are proposing a collective government for the Eurozone, and they want it to be headed up by the EU president. And so we're making another step towards the one world government. Things in Revelation, things in Daniel, they're all starting to come to pass. And we really need to humble ourselves. The people of God, we need to humble ourselves, and we need to turn from our ways. We need to turn to the Lord. It's the only thing that's going to heal our land. And I pray every day that people are saved, and that people will come to a realization of what's going on. And I hope you do too. I've been running into some weird stories. I kind of called them news from an alternate universe, and so some of them are the titles seem kind of weird. that's why I call these news from an alternate universe. Growling, hissing man claiming to be vampire is arrested. apparently there was a Galveston man who broke into somebody's house and attacked a woman. And he claimed, when the police showed up, he claimed to be a vampire. And so they arrested him, and he was charged with some kind of assault and breaking and entering of some sort. But it's what they say is true. Galveston wouldn't be such a bad town if it wasn't for all of the vampires. Teen slays great-grandmother with sword and injures grandmother. If you listen to the anti-gun crowd, they will pretty much tell you that violence will be over if we can just get rid of guns. But people were killing themselves long before guns come along. And really, when you see a headline like this, you wonder what century you're in. There was a 15-year-old, and he's had several calls to the police about his violence, his troubled youth, and apparently one night he pulled out his sword and he killed his great-grandmother, wounded his grandmother, and she called 911. The cops showed up, and he still had a sword out, so they tased him and arrested him. I really think it's a problem of not having a man around to grow up with. I don't know the situation myself, but usually that's what it is. It's an absent father. It's not the mother's fault usually, and it's not the grandparents' fault. A lot of grandparents end up raising their grandkids, and the mom and dad aren't around. That's probably what the situation is, and there's no father around to keep the boy in line. And when they don't see a male influence, they really start to resent women. Studies have shown, and it's really important to have a male influence for your sons. They have to have a good male role model to live by, to model themselves after, and so keep that in mind. But we need to pray for our youth. And we need to pray for strong men and good men. And that's all I've got to say about this story. Mother gets probation for 5 years in home circumcision case. The judge said that he realized that the woman was just trying to do what she thought was the right thing. But it's really another one of those stories you wonder where you are. The woman was reading from the Old Testament, reading about circumcision, so she got on YouTube, and she decided to give it a try for herself. And it's really not true, the saying, everything you need to know about life you can't find from YouTube. Please don't try that at home. Today's cool link, how to break your daily caffeine habit and use coffee strategically. Your brain gets to the point where it needs coffee. It needs that caffeine just to function regularly during the day. You'll start to get sluggish if you don't have it, but they've got some great tips on how to break your habit, and then you can start using it the way you should. If you get tired, you have a little coffee for a pick-me-up. So go check that out. I managed to cut back quite a bit on my caffeine intake, and it's really helped me. So go check out the link. It's great. It's a great story. Cool video of the day. Tea Party members confront Obama over terrorist rhetoric. They were asking why people in his administration keep referring to Tea Parties and right-wing conservatives and libertarians as terrorists. And it's really kind of a priceless little video. So go check it out. It's not funny like my videos usually are, my cool video of the day, but I really thought it was cool, so go check it out. Today's cool pick is the Maker Flickr Pool weekly roundup. This month's theme has been metalworking, so they got some really cool pictures. Go check out the link below. And the tip of the day is that 1 hour of TV will take 22 minutes of your life. It's not really good to be sedentary, and unfortunately I work a job where I'm sedentary quite a bit. But the bright side is that 15 minutes of of daily exercise will add 3 years to your life. So keep that in mind, especially if you got a sedentary job, or if you watch TV a lot, which that's another issue. But if you do sit around a lot, just make sure that you get up and exercise some during the day. Make sure that you stand up and take breaks often, and it will help you out. If you have any news stories that you'd like to see on the afternoon show, please send them to me. Or if you've got a channel that you'd like to suggest, I'll try to make sure that it gets into the rotation. And I'm getting ready to put out a couple of thoughts on videos, a couple of deep thought videos. One on the public schools and one on corporations. If you've got some stories that you'd like to send, I know that there's several homeschool families that watch this video, and so send me your stories. Why you homeschool? Why? Or if you were in public school, if you've got some stories you'd like to hear, if you'd like to pass on, just send them to me, and maybe you'll see them in future videos. Follow my Twitter feed at twitter.com/plainphillip. That's with 2 L's. You'll see a lot of stories on there that don't make it to the afternoon show, and just cool links and other pictures, things I find during the day browsing. So go check it out. Make a comment or rate this video. Subscribe to my channel or just send me a message. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and God bless.